Nigel Farage on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. The more I think about it, the more I think I never thought I'd see the day. According to Nigel himself, they've been asking him on and off for years if he wanted to do it, and he'd always turned them down until now. Now, one of the main draws of this is this here, reportedly £1.5 million Nigel was given to appear on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Apparently, that's the highest salary or highest amount of money that's ever been offered to anybody in the history of the entire show. So for some reason, they wanted to pay top dollar to get him on there. Question is why? Now, his presence on the show has caused all sorts of controversy. We know that for sure. And all of the people, all the presenters, there's so many people on Twitter and everywhere else have all frothed at the mouth and said, how dare, let's boycott I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, let's never watch it again. Nigel Farage should be history. And you even have people making lewd remarks about the shape of his backside. That's how low it got, really, really low. Thankfully, I never saw that episode, and I'll be honest, I haven't watched the thing in years. I just follow on the news to see what's going on. Apparently, by all accounts, no matter what's happening with him, he's being quite measured, quite logical, and quite calm throughout, even when he's had people, well, attempting to row with him. I think even ants scowling at him. But what ITV and what the powers that be were not prepared for is the popularity that's come with him, because as I've said in one of my shorts yesterday, that when you try and cancel somebody as much as that, and when you try and push to wipe somebody out from existence, what you end up doing inadvertently is raising their profile without realizing it. You go on social media anywhere for days and days and days and days now. Nigel Farage has been trending very, very heavily indeed. Every time I, as a YouTuber, do a video on Nigel Farage, I get thousands of views. Whereas normally I might get a fraction of the number. It just shows you what's going on. Well, ITV realised that their plan might have misfired, whatever that plan happens to be, and they wanted to cancel him. You want him cancelled. Row breaks out on breakfast over Nigel Farage haters. And what was actually happening, there was conversations Nigel was having where he was mentioning things like Donald Trump, politics, immigration, and they were slowly but surely editing the program to try and minimize the amount of screen time he was having. I think they were caught out with this at some point because what happened, the length of one of the I'm a Celebrity programs suddenly increased by half an hour. It's like they put Nigel back in. So what are they going to try next, I wonder? Well, they're going to try and stitch him up. That's what seems to be all over the news. Now, to lay the groundwork of this, I don't know if you've heard of something called Cameo. Cameo is a website where celebrities, probably more minor celebrities or those that have had their day, and other public figures, I think would be a fair description, actually sign up and charge people a sum of money to record and deliver a message for them. Now, Nigel Farage has a Cameo account. There it is there. 4.98 star off 847 reviews. And basically the idea is you say, right, Nigel, I want a message for XYZ to go to my mate Fred. He'll record it. You pay Nigel and it's all done. They're all at it on there. Now, unfortunately, with things like this, as everything else, your past can come back to bite you. And there's a message which apparently contains something that could be constituted as a racial slur. And what ITV are planning on doing, according to the media, is putting it out. Nigel Farage racism stitch up, ITV accused of desperate bid to cancel I'm a Celebrity star. Now, I read things like that and I have to wonder, why was he offered that sum of money in the first place? Why were they so desperate to get him in there in the first place? Or was this something that Nigel wanted to do to raise his own profile. There's many questions about that, isn't there? But there's some big problems if they go ahead and do this, legal ones, I would guess. But this is the rest of the news article. Farage's team has accused ITV of a stitch-up as he is unable to reply while filming I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. One of the rules is they can't talk about anything that goes on in the outside world. Those close to Farage are also irked that ITV is reportedly planning on making the allegations public on the day of the first elimination to cause outrage and getting cancelled. So if I was you and you're a supporter of Nigel, just, well, vote for somebody else. Express.co.uk claims to have seen emails sent to Farage's team in which ITV has asked for a response by a strict deadline, even though Farage is still a campmate in the jungle. A source told GB News of the claims. Over the last few years, Nigel has filmed over 4,000 cameo messages for fans and supporters. This includes videos for people's weddings, birthdays, stag do's, in-jokes between friends, and even people who are ill in hospital. This is the kind of thing they do on Cameo all the time. When Nigel first joined Cameo, there was a concerted effort by Remain supporters to hijack the platform to embarrass him by getting him to read out obscure, rude words and in-jokes between friends. It's widely reported that some of those slipped through the net, as Nigel is a classic boomer dad. In the video in question, Nigel was asked by a customer on Cameo to read a message they'd written for a friend. Had Nigel known that the message he was asked to read contained an obscure, offensive word, he would have never have made the video. For ITV News to ask Nigel to respond when they know he contractually can't is a complete stitch-up. It's a coincidence that this attack by ITV has to be revealed on the same day that voting lines open for supporters to say who remains in the jungle. So it's got all the makings of a dirty, cheap trick designed to cancel him and get rid of him and make sure people don't vote. Now, the fact I've seen him trending for days and I've seen all of the stuff that I have about him means that he's probably more popular than they led to believe. And at the end of the day, he's there. They got him in there. They paid him the money. What more do they expect? Now, is he going to win? Could he win? You let me know in the comments. It's really very interesting, and we've had people leave under medical reasons and everything in the previous days as well, haven't we? Now, that's all I want to say about Nigel at the moment. I'm sure there'll be more to come, more drama, and we'll find out more stuff. In the meantime, if you want to watch one of the other Nigel Farage videos that I've done with I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here in mind, you click on one of them right here. Thank you, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.